Hey everyone, this is Smriti. Welcome to Key Automation classes. So in the last class, we had a little bit of introduction into the JSON, and JSON starts with the JavaScript object notation, and here we represent all the things in the form of the key value pairs. Okay, and keys are basically string and the respective values, right? So respective values will be all can either be keys. Respective value can either be string, or it can be number, or it can be boolean, or it can contain the array of the values, right? Or it can also contains the different objects. Okay, so that's how the key value pairs are defined. Okay, so this is a wrong JSON file, so we can do one thing, we can update this one, right? So this is one object and this is another object, and these two objects we can put both inside the array. Okay, so now after this is correct. Okay, so now this both, first it will start, sorry, so the JSON has to start with the curly braces. Okay, so after the curly braces there will be array. So inside the array there is one object, so this is one object, and again this is another object. Okay, so these are two objects, and the array ends here, right? And here the ending of the JSON file. Okay, and we can say this one like this. We can give a name also. If you want to give name, you can give the name like this. Okay, so let's say cars. Okay, and this is the key. For the key, this entire thing is the value. Okay, so this is the key, this is the value. If you want to see if it is correct or not, just copy this one. Okay, and go to your JSON crack. Yeah, go here, JSON crack.editor. So okay, just replace it whatever is there, and see this is a value structure, and it gave the corresponding graph for you also, right? You can expand and you can see. So let's see, so we have two cars as two object. Okay, so first one, this is an array. Okay, so okay, this is an array, so inside this array we have the object 1 and we have the object 2. Audi q3, green 4 and false, this belongs to the first object. Okay, and then it intend the fourth option is an array. So if you see here, it is an array, so it has engine, and that engine has three values. Okay, or three nodes, that is these are the three nodes. Similarly for the second object xcv400, we have the three nodes over here. Okay, engine, so those three things are listed out here. Okay, so this is how you exactly work with the JSON. Hope everyone is clear. Let's understand a few of the JSONs. Okay, so if we start to understand like how the JSON structure is and how everything is designed, right, how the key values pairs are defined over there, so we can then try to write the JSON path for them, right? So how we write the XPath, right? So we traverse to the from the basic what you can say root node to the corresponding child node, that is the absolute XPath, or we can go with the relative XPath, right? So similarly we can traverse through a JSON file also, right? And we can traverse through the parent node to the child node. Okay, so I'll show you the tricks how to go and navigate to the different nodes. And before that, let's understand few of the sample JSONs that we have. So if you have seen when you open this jsoncrack.com, right? So let's say jsoncrack.com. Okay, so this is the site that opens and say go to editor. Okay, so when you go to the editor, they kind of show a sample JSON file over here and what is the respective graphical representation of that one, right? So they show like this. So let's understand this one. So what exactly how this JSON is composed, right? So first is the JSON, like opening parenthesis and closing parenthesis. Okay, so that is the beginning and end of the JSON. And now inside that we can have the key value pairs. So this is a key and this is the respective value. Both are string here. Similarly, this is key value pair, this is key value pair, this is key value pair, and each key value pair should be separated with comma also. Okay, that is important. And each key and value will have a separator called as the colon in between them. So similarly, and here if you see, this active is a boolean value. Okay, so either true or false. Okay, so boolean you don't have to keep it within the course, either you mention true or false, all in lowercase. Okay, and then we have the members. Okay, so this members is nothing but a array. If you see, this is an array, right? The wherever you see the square bracket, right, start square bracket, that means it is a array, right? So the member is a array. So inside the member we have the few properties or the key value pairs, right? So inside the member, so start of the square bracket. Okay, so what we have, so we have okay, I'll tell. Okay, so this is the first member related attribute. Okay, so this is array. Inside the array, this is the first object. Similarly here one more object, second object, and here if you see there is one more object, third object. Okay, so three member objects are there. Okay, so inside the normal JSON, initial JSON, we have the few properties, and in that properties we have a property called member, and within that member it is an array of members. Okay, so there are three members are there. Okay, so this is from starting one curly braces to ending one curly braces is the one object. Okay, so here one object. So inside that, inside the member, what we have? We have the name. So name of the member, what is the age, and what is the secret identity of that member. And then again inside that we have a power array. Okay, so in that power array we have the multiple what you can say strings over there, right? So these three powers are available to this member. Okay, okay, so similarly this is the first object is done. Okay, and then second object, again second object. See, every object should be following the same standard, right? Whatever key values are defined in the first one, that should be also present in the second one, right? The structure should be same. So now name, whatever name is there, age is something, secret identity, again this member has some powers. Okay, so what is the power? It has three powers. Okay, so that has been listed out. So this is nothing but when you have the multiple values, that you have to list it within the array, right? So that's why the powers is a array. So otherwise these are one key value pairs. Okay, so here it is a string, it is an integer, and it is a string, right? And this is the second object is done, and then let's go to the third object. Okay, so similarly this is the third object name, this is the age, and whatever secret identity, powers, and powers is array because we have the multiple elements inside that. So 1 2 3 4 5, so 5 elements are there. And here if you see, this is the closing array, right, for the powers. And this is the object closer, this is the third object getting closed over here. And this one is nothing but the this array, the members array. Okay, and then opening parenthesis of the JSON and the closing parenthesis of JSON. So that, see, if you have worked with the JSON, then you can read the JSON like this. Okay, by breaking it down and looking at it, you can understand how exactly the JSON is formed. But if you are new to the JSON, right, so you are learning it, so how would you understand? So better, how would you understand? Better you go through this diagram. Okay, the graph that is generated. So if you see, so first these are the key value pairs that got that is present in the root. Okay, so that's why this is in the root, you see these many key value pairs are there. But here we have a another key members, which is a array, right? So members is a array. So here if you see the members, and how many elements are there inside the array? So starting curly braces and ending curly braces, one member. And here if you see two member, and if you see three member. Okay, so if you see members three, count is three. Okay, because three objects are present there. And for each object, so let's go inside the each object. So for each object they have listed out name, age, and secret identity. Okay, these three are normal key value pairs, so they have listed it out. And also along with that we have another array that is called the powers. Okay, so here if you see we have the powers. Okay, and powers, how many elements are there inside the powers here? 1 2 3. So if you see there are three, right? And if you see radiation resistance, turning tiny, and radiation blast, these three things are present here. So this is related to member 1. So similarly for the member 2 also we have to do. Here if you see, this is the madam uppercut. Okay, age and secret identity, and then powers. It also has like this person also has the three, right? Three powers. So here if you see three, and those three will be listed out here. So now the fourth one also name, age, and secret identity. But powers, if you see 1 2 3 4 5. So if you see powers 5, so all those 5 powers are listed over here. So now you might be seeing, right? So suppose you want to find this, how would you find this? You cannot directly find this, right? So you have to come to the members. Okay, and then from members you have to come to the this third object, right? So first, second, third object, and from the third object's power you have to go to this place. Okay, this is how you have to traverse, right? So immortality, power, then this third member, and then you go and this is the root node, right? So from root node to member to eternal flame, and eternal flame to the powers array, and from powers array you go to the first object, that is immortality. So this is a simple JSON, like sample JSON. This is little complex, but I have seen more complex, much more complex JSONs than this. Okay, so but this is the kind of the sample JSON. You saw how to understand it. So we'll be writing up the JSON path for each of them, right? So I'll show you the different examples over there, but let's go to that site where we can write our JSON path. Okay, so we have a site called the JSON path online evaluator. Okay, so here what we do, right? So if you see here also we have one JSON. So let's understand this JSON. So starts from here, this ends here. So this is the starting and ending of the JSON. So we have the first name, last name, and age. Okay, these three are the key value pairs. Okay, and then we have address. So address is nothing but what you can say, it's an object, right? And if you see address, the street address, so the street, city, and postal code. Okay, and then it also has a phone numbers. Okay, so phone number, how to write that phone number? So phone number is array because it's starting array and this is the ending. Okay, so inside that this is one array object, this is another array object. Okay, so in the phone numbers, what we have? In phone numbers we have iPhone and this is the number, and then home and this is the number. Okay, so this is nothing but one of the another JSON. So if you want to see the graphical presentation, just go to the JSON crack, Control V. Okay, now you should be seeing. Okay, what we see here? So this is, here you can see, right, this is a valid or invalid. So first if you see, this is a valid. Okay, valid JSON. So valid JSON, it has first three things. Okay, root node, so first name, last name and age, and then inside that inside this root node we have the address and phone number. Two things are there. One is the address. Okay, this is the address related things, and then again we have the phone number. Okay, so phone number is nothing but array. So address is one, only one address is present, right? So this is the address is subject, and it has you can say um, uh, okay, so address, it has the street address, nice street, and city is Nara, and postal code something. Okay, so this is the address related information that has been put here. Okay, similarly we have the phone numbers. Okay, so phone numbers is array, so array has the multiple values. So this is value 1 and this is value 2, right? And if you see iPhone, and this is the number, this is the home, this is the number. Okay, so now we'll be using this one to do some JSON path. Okay, so if you see here, right, so there is something JSON path already written over here, right? So this JSON path, if you write this JSON path, they are going to get the iPhone from here. Okay, so we'll understand how exactly we are going to learn this one. Okay, so that's all for today's session. From the next session we'll start writing the JSON path, and we'll try to identify the respective node values. Okay, so stay tuned to key automation classes, guys, and if you guys are really enjoying these videos, I'll request you to share these videos with your friends and colleagues, and please do like my comment, like the comment, like, and if you have any questions, put them in the comment section, and then stay tuned to the key automation class, and don't forget to subscribe. Thank you everyone. Bye bye.